Hey Pal One, thanks so much for being here. Welcome back to our channel, Intuitive Radio. Today we are going to take a look at what lessons do you need to remember from 2021 as you enter into the new year, as we approach 2022. What are the lessons that you need to keep in mind? So let's see, let's find out. What lessons? Knight of Swords, how to use your voice. That's the first lesson you need to keep in mind. You need to remember how to use your voice, how to speak up for yourself, how to be confident in what it is that you're saying and thinking. I'm also hearing regulating your thoughts, because normally the Knight of Swords is kind of represented as like a haphazard, fast moving, kind of all over the place energy. But in this deck, the Knight of Swords is standing still, not on a horse, not going crazy. He's holding this sword right here and he's looking at it. There's an energy of contemplation. So I'm hearing, remember how to use your mind, remember how to regulate your thoughts, remember how to think, remember how to observe. There's something here about the analytical nature of your mind. I feel like some of you may have had a crown chakra awakening or opening, where now you're really thinking about things in a deeper, more wider perspective. I don't really know how to explain it, but it feels like your crown chakra here has really opened up and you're being encouraged to use information wisely, use your thoughts wisely, and just make good decisions overall. So the first lesson that you need to remember from 2021, keep in mind, like, what happened? Were there times where maybe you didn't regulate your thoughts and that kind of had a negative impact on you? Or has there been a time where you made a poor decision or anything like that? It seems to me that, like, it's just about using your mind in the right way, learning how to make proper decisions, discernment. All right, what other lessons? Ooh, the Emperor in reverse. So this is Aries energy in reverse. Sometimes learn how to step back. You know, how to not be on the forefront of things. Some of you may be go-getters. You may be, okay, I'm hearing it could be both ways. It's either that you are the type of person who's always on the forefront, you're a go-getter, but it seems like now you need to kind of learn how to take a back seat, learn how to lead instead of follow, learn how to kind of not be the first one to act so quickly. Sagittarius, I just heard that too. And I think this goes very well with the Knight of Swords here, because it's saying that instead of being the first one to lead, like, it's the same thing with your thoughts. Don't be so quick to think, don't be so quick to react, don't be so quick to make decisions. So I'm hearing something here about not being so impulsive, learning to be more analytical rather than just like fiery. So there's a need for more air sign energy here and less fire sign energy. Four of Swords, period. Okay, you guys are learning how to meditate. You're learning how to control your thoughts. I just heard ADHD, take it as it resonates. But I'm hearing that you guys are kind of learning how to control your thoughts. Or this is something that you need to carry on with you into 2022. The lesson here is, remember to meditate. Remember to think about important decisions. Remember not to let, maybe you're someone who lets more of your emotions guide you, and more of like the fiery, passionate emotions rather than the more watery type of emotions. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. But I'm just getting the sense that sorry y'all, I'm in such a good mood. I'm like so happy to be reading again. But anyway, I'm just getting the sense here that there's a need to be more in your meditation energy. There's a need to be more zen rather than so fiery and so passionate. I feel like you guys have a lot of energy and you tend to be like this. I'm just having a vision of like a fireball. I'm hearing Fire Nation, like Sozin's Comet. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this fiery energy here, and there's a need for more of like an Avatar Aang, you know, an air nomad type of energy. I hope you watch Avatar, and I hope that makes sense. So what other lessons, Pile One, do they need to carry on from 2021? We have Queen of Wands in reverse. Wow, see? We have two air sign energy cards that are upright, and then we have two fire sign card energies that are in reverse. And these two fire card sign energies, they're both very elevated energies. There's the Queen of Wands and then there's the Emperor. Like, those are very energetic, very elevated energies. Yes. and they're both in reverse. So I'm getting that there's a need here to kind of step back from your fiery side of energy, because you're good on that, okay? Like, you got it. You know how to be a boss. You know how to be a leader. You know that you're attractive. You know that you're confident. You know that you can stand out. You know that you can woo a crowd. You know that you can, be that person wherever you are. But now there's a need for you to kind of, okay, you got that down. Let's focus more on this air sign energy, okay? Let's focus more on the analytical mind of you. Yes, you're very charismatic, but like, where's the analytical side of it? You know what I'm saying? There's a need for you here to really focus on your thoughts and working with your thoughts. I feel like this is going to unlock a lot of power for you in 2022. We have 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, another fire card sign. A fire card sign? Oh, that's the Sagittarius card, right? I meant to say another fire card in reverse. So 9 of Wands, that's usually the wounded warrior. I'm getting that these behaviors or these tendencies might stem from like a wound. Maybe you feel like you have to stand out, or you want to stand out, or you want to be someone who takes initiative, or you feel like you always have to be that person who does something. You feel like you always want to be that standout person, like, oh, this person does it differently, this person, they're the best at it, this person, even if it's not like you're doing it in a very overt way, you can do it like in your own subtle ways, like just being the best student in class and getting A's, but not like bragging about it, but then like, because you're so good, like the teacher brags about it, or it's like kind of obvious that you're the teacher's pet, but you don't like rub it in everyone's face. But like, you do that because maybe you like that energy of being the best, or being a standout person, or being distinguishable. I'm getting Leo Aquarius energy here. I'm getting that Leo Aquarius spectrum. So that's just an example. It doesn't have to be like you're overachieving in education or anything, or in class. It's just that it seems like there's a want for you to stand out here that might stem from like a wound from the past, obviously. I mean, and it's a need for you to kind of let your guard down a little bit more. Maybe you kind of do it to distance yourself from other people. Can you explain that more? Let's see. 2 of Swords in reverse. Indecision. Well, the energy has dissipated, so I'm gonna move on to the Numinous Astro deck to get some clarification on these cards. I'm still being drawn to the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. Maybe, yeah, 2 of Swords, I just keep hearing like decision making poor decisions. Maybe you've kind of made decisions in the past that have led to negative things happening to you, and so instead of focusing on your decision making and working on that, it seems like you focus on your outward perception so that like people wouldn't try to hurt you. So maybe you're kind of like a people pleaser, and you're very confident, charismatic. You learned how to be very likable. You learned how to lead in such a good way. You learned how to stand out in such a way that people maybe won't like hurt you. But instead, you should have focused on making discernment, like your discernment, your decision making. I don't know if that makes sense. It's kind of not making sense to me. So if that didn't resonate, just like disregard. It's just giving me, what's it giving? I don't even know what it's giving. I just keep hearing that poor decision making with this card. And this is the Vesica Pisces, and that's kind of standing out to me because that's divine feminine energy. And so when I think of that, I think about meditating, waiting for the answer to come to you rather than feeling like you can determine the outcome. We have North Node, Destiny. Yeah, interesting. Yep, the first thing I said was remembering how to use your voice, right? Learning how to use your voice, learning how to speak up. I feel like that is part of your destiny. So maybe you're supposed to be doing something in life where you're communicating, where you are, okay, that makes sense. It's like you have the personality, but maybe there's something, I don't want to say this in a negative way, like, but I feel like there's a part of like your mind that needs to elevate to a certain level, especially with that crown chakra energy awakening that I was kind of mentioning earlier. I feel like now that you have such a broad perspective, you really need to learn how to work with all that information. Otherwise, it could like make it difficult for you to process information or to be able to effectively communicate with others. Whew. What other lessons from 2021? Can you clarify the Emperor? Tell me more about this Emperor in reverse, please. What else about this Emperor in reverse? Oh man. Okay, I'll take that one since that's the only one that flipped out the other way. Ascendant. Okay, you may be an Aries rising. And literally, so this is naturally your personality. You're naturally someone who stands out, who takes leadership roles, who is very business-minded, very, very charismatic, very attractive too. You're naturally this kind of person, Pal One, but maybe there's a need to focus. There's a need to change how you see yourself a little bit, or a need to like focus more on a different aspect of yourself. It's like you've mastered your it's like you've mastered your fire sign energy, but you haven't mastered your air sign energy, right? And I don't know how better to explain it, so I really hope that makes sense. Four Swords. Can you tell me more about the Four Swords? First impressions. Oops. Okay. Saturn. Yep. Saturn. It's like wisdom, discipline, structure, responsibility. Maybe you're so used to operating on such a free kind of way. It's like, okay, now you need to get discipline. You need to get that mental discipline. Fire sign energy is a little bit unruly. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing a quote from that great firebender that Aang wanted to learn from. I forgot his name, but basically he said that unlike the other signs, if you let fire be on its own, it'll spread like a wildfire. And so I'm hearing that maybe you're used to operating on such like an unruly quote unquote type of energy, and now there's a need for more of a disciplined, more structured kind of energy. It's like, okay, you have all the creativity and stuff, but like you need to put it, ooh, I don't want to say that. I almost said you need to put it in a box. You don't need to put it in a box. You need to put it in a structure that fits for you. You need to build a structure that your creativity can fit in, so that you're able to better manage such a wide amount, such a large amount of energy. Queen of Wands in reverse. Can you tell me more about the Queen of Wands in reverse? It's lesson. Some of you may be having your Saturn return. Can you tell me more about the Queen of Wands in reverse? What lessons? You need to be more disciplined. Okay, thanks. That's literally 3 cards. I was gonna do it like that. Bitch. Okay. 8th house, Scorpio, Venus, love, Uranus, revolution. You're revolutionizing your mind. You are changing. You are glowing up. And the lesson that you need to carry with you from 2021 is the lesson of learning how to manage your time, learning how to manage your thoughts, learning how to manage your energy. You need to learn how to manage your energy, because it's part of your personality to be unruly, but it's part of your destiny to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? So you need to find a way to kind of mix those things, because I feel like that's really what's gonna propel you into so much success, especially with Saturn being here. Because when you reach your Saturn return, if you've learned your lesson, then Saturn is gonna bless you for the next cycle. You know what I'm saying? So with this card being here, it's giving me, like I said, some of you might be going through your Saturn return, but this is an important lesson that you need to learn, because it will directly like impact like how successful you are. I feel like it'll really elevate the level of your success. Like you'll be successful regardless, but if you like really handle your shit, then you're gonna elevate to a higher level of success. 8th house, intimacy, Queen of Wands in reverse. Maybe there's Maybe you guys, there's this energy of being focused on the more carnal desires of life. You know what I'm saying? There's like, maybe there's a focus here on like things that give you pleasure, and not just like sex, but also like food or any other vices or whatever you have. It's chocolate, alcohol, anything like that. There's a desire to, or there's a need to focus on those things. Not necessarily a need, but an inclination to focus on those things. And it feels good. You like that. But I feel like you're being encouraged to maybe, you know, put a leash on your lion. You know, you can let it run wild and hunt and everything, but you gotta put a leash on your lion for right now. And we also have Venus love, and so some of this pain from the past that maybe has caused you, like I mentioned, to try and present yourself in a likable way, could have been from love, could have been from heartbreak. I'm hearing that you need to focus on the lesson of that heartbreak and not so much like the pain of it. Oh, I know that sucks to hear, because I remember when I was going through heartbreak, I was just like, it hurt so bad. I did not even like, I just didn't care. But now that I'm years out, I'm kind of far removed from it. I can better see some of the lessons, even though I don't really want to accept them so much. Like, especially on my end, like the negative things that I did and how I negatively contributed to the detriment of the relationships. Like, on both sides, it's just hard to accept that, like, yeah, I played a part in that. You know, I was I was toxic too. But yeah, I feel like there's just a need to kind of remember the lessons from previous heartbreaks and keep those in mind, because I feel like it'll really help you in your love life in 2022. And then we have Uranus revolution under the Two of Swords. Again, learning how to make better decisions, breakthrough, brainstorming, awakening, right? That crown chakra awakening. There's a lot of air. I feel like your root and your sacral and your solar plexus were really activated, and now it's like, okay, your lower chakras are good. Let's elevate into, you know, the third eye and the crown. How do you control those energies, and how can you control and work with those higher level energies in order to really manifest what you want? Because yes, you can operate on your lower chakras, but that's really just the energy center for you to be able to expand into higher energies, like your third eye and your crown. So I feel like that's what you guys are doing. It's like, okay, you've got the, you know, the root, the base, the roots have like cemented into the earth, you know. It's now time to elevate, it's now time to grow, it's now time to expand. And so the most important lesson from 2021 that you need to carry into 2022 is learning how to use your mind, learning how to manage your energy, and learning how to look to the past, see things that have happened, and take objective lessons from those situations and actively apply them into your life right now. Okay, and value your voice, value your communication. Those things are important, and you know, that's part of your destiny here. Maybe you're meant to be a speaker, a writer, any form of communications, mass communications. There's a lot of Aquarius energy, well, Uranus and the Knight of Swords. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for you, Pile One. I hope this reading resonated. Thank you so much for being here today. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up. What do I usually say? Thank you for tuning into my frequency. But I will see you guys next time. Peace. Group 2. Welcome back to our channel, Intuitive Radio. I'm so glad to have you here. And as you can see from the title of today's video, we're going to take a look at what lessons from 2021, boom, that you need to keep. I heard money. Woo! Pile 2. Stop giving your money away to other people or other things that are not working with you to help you actualize your success, period. Right away, the first two cards that came out were the two pentacle cards. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, losing money. Maybe you've done a lot of things this year that have just been a waste of money. Or at least that's how you feel. I feel like whatever it is, maybe you feel like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have spent my money on that. Or dang, I could have spent my money on anything else, but I spent it on this. Or dang, I shouldn't have gave that person money. Dang, I shouldn't have invested in this thing, okay? Is this my pile? Because it feels like it. But anyways, pile 2, I'm just feeling that 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You don't need... Your money doesn't need to collaborate with everything. You know what I'm saying? Your money is... Think of your money as another type of energy. It doesn't need to collaborate with anything. For example, your money doesn't need to collaborate with someone else's business, right? You don't need to invest in someone's business if you don't really believe in it. Or you don't need to invest in buying this thing if you feel like you really don't need it. Like, you need to be more discerning about how you spend your money or where you spend your money. I feel like this year, a lot of your money has just been lost to like reckless, random, or arbitrary things. And I don't even use that word arbitrary. I don't know why. It's coming in my head. Other lessons from 2021, we had the King of Wands upright. Okay, I'm hearing learn to be confident, learning to speak up for yourself, learning to kind of yeah, be more confident in yourself. That feels good. That kind of feels self-explanatory. Other lessons, 9 of Wands. Ooh. Okay. Can you tell me more? 8 of Swords. Oh my God, guys. Hold on. My microphone is not even on. Hold on a second. I got so excited to do the reading. Okay, I know that's better. I know it's better. At least I hope it is. Maybe it makes no difference at all. And then the Fool just coming out like that. I'm gonna put it back though. So let's see. Okay, we have the what even card is this? Like, you are a badass card. Ooh, girl, don't doubt yourself. Girl, boy, non-binary, non-gender conforming, doesn't matter. Okay, don't doubt yourself. This card says you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find the path to your best self. So I feel like you're on this path to your best self. I feel like it's kind of giving me the sense that, ooh, yes, the downloads are coming. I'm like, hold on. Okay. I'm getting the sense that what you're doing in your path to your best self is that you're trying to ignore your past. You're trying to ignore the past hurt. And that's not really working in terms of, that's not going to work for you. You know what I mean? Like, you can try to ignore the past, but just like how this girl is looking at the King of Wands, like, you can see that your past is still there. It's still lingering. It's still niggling in the back of your mind. And you can't just try to ignore it. You need to be able to work with it and address it. Hence the 8 of Swords here. So the 8 of Swords is that energy of feeling trapped. It's that energy of not really knowing how to move forward, or feeling like you don't have the power to do something. But I feel like you do have the power to work with these energies and be able to transmute it. So you don't really need to ignore your past. You can like confront it and it'll work out for you. Like, you have the power and the ability to confront the things that have hurt you in the past and still come out on top, because you are a King of Wands regardless. You are confident, you are working on your best self, and because you are growing and because you have grown so much, I think the universe wants to remind you that you are capable of defending yourself and standing up for yourself and confronting the things from your past. You're not only physically capable, but you're also mentally and emotionally capable. So you can, go back to the past and think about some of those things that have hurt you, and you'll be able to kind of get through it and be able to rationalize it and kind of manage that energy. Okay, and it's gonna help you realize that you are a badass being and you are already on your path. So 2 very distinct messages here, pile 2. The first one being, be careful how you spend your money, where you spend your money, how you manage your money, your cash flow. A budget, I think, would really be helpful for you guys. A CPA, I'm hearing a financial manager, an accountant. Some of those things might work for you depending on your situation, or just a friend who's very good at Excel, like, you know what I'm saying? And then with these 4 cards here, I feel like the second message is that you are on the journey to becoming your best self. And that's what you've been trying to do in 2021. And I feel like part of the reason why maybe you haven't gotten as far as you want to is because instead of dealing with the energies and emotional pains from the past, you're kind of ignoring them. It's like you're just gonna close your eyes and like turn your back on them. But it's like that's not really the best way to deal with that, because they're still going to be there. You need to go back, confront them, reconcile with that energy, transmute it, and then move forward, because you are a badass being. Okay, I don't know why I'm still shuffling this deck, but let's get some clarification for you. Whoops, my humidifier turned off for a second. Anyways, I really am craving some chocolate right now. Like all of a sudden. Let's see. Can you clarify this 3 of Pentacles for me? What lessons from 2021? Child, do they need to go into 22 to 22 with 4th house of roots? Okay. Maybe it's like you need to start investing in your home, investing in yourself. Those are the things that you need to be investing in. You need to be giving your money to you, not anything else, and things that directly benefit you. You have family, home, background, comfort, and investing in things that make you feel comfortable. We have cooking. We have inner world. We have real estate. Ooh, some of you should invest in real estate, or you will be investing in real estate. Okay, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, and shell. You need to start investing in things that make you feel good, that elevate your energy, things that make that take you to another level. You know what I'm saying? You need to stop like spending money on things that are just like wasting your money and wasting your time. You need to start investing in things that actually matter. And that's you, like your self-care, your home life, eating healthy food, things like that. I'm getting Taurus vibes here. You really need to invest in your home. Tell me more about this 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 7th house. Ooh, definitely stop spending money on other people, guys. Stop spending money on other people. King of Wands. Stop giving money to people. Like, it's okay to hold on to your coins. Like, of course, it's good to give. It's good to donate. But sometimes it's good to hold on to your coins too, because people will just take from you as much as they want to. We have Neptune. Okay. Yep. You need to release some delusions or illusions, anything like that around your personality. Maybe you don't think you're as capable as you are, as capable as you actually are. And so in 2022, you're going to be releasing and shedding some of those identities and beliefs. We also have Taurus. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I literally said I'm getting Taurus vibes, and here's the Taurus card. So we have 2 Venus cards here. There's a need to focus on like harmonious relationships and having a harmonious relationship with yourself. I'm getting Empress vibes, okay? Like the Empress card, you need to focus on your self-love. That is what you're being encouraged to focus on in 2022. I feel like maybe you've been starting on working like a skincare routine, a healthcare routine, hygiene routine, whatever, cooking routine, workout routine. I feel like you've been working on perfecting your routine or starting your routine in 2021, and the universe is like, okay, 2022, keep going with that. 2022, we want all the routines. We want you to elevate all your routines, take care of yourself, invest in yourself even more. That's really going to help you upgrade and elevate. Because Taurus rules the 2nd house, and the 2nd house represents your material wealth and your possessions. So I feel like, honestly, I'm getting like Saturn and Taurus energy. Like, if you're not, like, I'm getting the sense that if you're not investing in yourself, like the things that you spend money on, like they're going to actively waste your money to like an added degree. I'm literally getting like, if you buy something, like let's say you're buying something useless, maybe like you get double charged for it, and like the company won't, like, you can't get your refund for the second charge or something like that. So just like, it's literally things happening to your money. If you spend money on things that aren't for you, I feel like it's going to waste your money even more. So I keep having a vision of Saturn. So I feel like there's some, maybe you have Saturn transit in your 2nd house right now. That would make you a Pisces. No. a Capricorn rising. Does Capricorn come before Aquarius? Anyways, can you tell me more about this Eight of Swords? I loved how that flipped out. Opposition. Literally, you're trying to put distance between you and your past, but it's like as much as you try to run from your past, pile two, like it's gonna keep haunting you if you don't deal with it. So you can run all you want, baby. Like it's not going anywhere. Like it's not. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear this, but like that's facts. You can try to run from your past. You can try and run from the things that haunt you, but the only way to be able to break free is to be courageous. You know, you got it. You can do it. Step up and confront those things. Like I was telling Pal One, like I was thinking about my previous relationship and how like I actively contributed to the detriment of that relationship, and it's hard for me to like accept that I was also the bad guy. Like damn, like you know, I have a little bit of a disillusionment around how I see myself, right? Kind of like what I said about you. I'm like, is this projection? I don't know. But anyways, let's get some clarification on the last card, Badass Being, lessons from 2021 to 2022 for my pal twos. What's a going with it? We have Pluto transformation. That's right, baby. You are transforming into a badass being. You are transforming into a badass being. It's weird because I don't usually take these cards in reverse. I feel like they're all upright except for the 7th house one in particular. But that's besides the point. So yeah, Pluto transformation. You are literally transforming, you are changing, you are becoming someone new, you're becoming this badass being, you are elevating, but there's a need to stop running from your past and maybe reconcile with your past. For some of you, I just heard that like literally your money problems come from the fact that you are running away from your past, and that if you did reconcile with this energy, that's only for a few of you, but if you do reconcile with this past energy, maybe some of it has to do with maybe you had a lot of problems with scarcity mindset in the past, or you felt like money always escaped you. So for some of you, these money problems now are rooted in this energy that you're trying to run away from, but there's a need to confront it directly, okay? Oh my gosh, pile two. I'm gonna stop it there. Thanks so much for tuning into my frequency. I love you. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up. Let me know down below what it do. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Pile three. Welcome back to our channel, Intuitive Radio. Thank you so much for tuning into my frequency today. As you can see from the title, we are going to get messages for you from what lessons you need to remember from 2021. Am I the only one who likes doing a British accent sometimes? I feel like it just be hitting, like. So some of you may be from the UK. Hey. Let's see. Pile number threes. What lessons did my pile threes need to remember from 2021? Yes. Ooh, 5 of voices. I heard using your voice, but that's weird because, using your voice to reconcile. Yes, extending the olive branch. Learning how to actually better handle conflict through communication. Period. I like that for you. I love that for you. So you need to learn how to better resolve conflict. Not need to learn, but I feel like that's a lesson in 2021 that probably could have helped you or has helped you. It's giving me the energy of, okay, now I know how to talk about my feelings and you know, come to a peaceful resolution through communication. So let's see what are the lessons, pile three. What lessons do pile three need to carry on? We have the Knight of Materials. Okay. Taking a very thought out and methodical approach to things. I feel like it's been very good for you this year to go at a slow and steady pace, or to go at a pace that is manageable for you. So I feel like that's really good. Like this has really helped you think things out. It's helped you make some solid foundations. It's helped you to kind of build roots or start paving a path for what it is that you actually want. Or it will do these things for you in 2022. So learning to be patient, learning to focus more on stability and let's say lasting results rather than a quick turnaround. So if this was the like, it really depends. Like some people, like mostly air signs and fire signs, they have a better time manifesting things quickly, or having a quick turnaround, or benefiting from short-term quick things. But earth signs, unfortunately, especially Capricorns and Taurians, even Virgos, I mean all other signs, but you know, things need to go a little bit slow for y'all, you know what I'm saying? So let's see, what other lessons do we have for you guys? Ooh, the Chariot in reverse, the Cancer card in reverse. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, pile 3, I am back. Let's talk about this Chariot card in reverse, Cancer. Okay, it's giving me 4th house. It's giving me fast movement, but in reverse. So again, yeah, there's a need for you to focus on slowing down here, taking a slow... I'm feeling pile 1 vibes here. So if you were drawn to pile 1, make sure to check that part out. But I feel like there's a need for you to take a slow approach, like a methodical approach. Like you will be successful, but like you just need to slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no need to rush, baby. There's no need to rush. Your blessing, it'll be there. Tell me more. What lessons from 2021 does pile 3 need to carry on with them? Ace of Materials, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, keep looking for new opportunities. Okay, keep looking for new seeds to grow. If some of you are like, you know, someone who likes to explore options, keep your eyes peeled. I feel like you are the type of person who's always thinking about like, okay, how can I start a new business? Okay, how can I you know, take something to the next level. I'm just getting that sense that there's going to be a lot of opportunities presented to you, and the reason why you need to be going slow and steady is because you don't want to pick the wrong one. Well, there's no wrong one per se, but you want to pick the one that is best for you. Like each one will teach you like lessons, but you can learn lessons in a good way and in a bad way. So I feel like there's a need for you to kind of take a slow and steady approach, but also keep your eyes peeled for all the opportunities that are presented to you. Learning how to be more discerning, learning how to make better decisions. 10 of Materials. OMG. Oh my goodness. This is not feeling like a lesson. This is feeling like a blessing that's coming as a result of something that you have done. I don't know if you planted a seed this year and it's been like sprouting little baby leaves. It's about to grow into a tree in 2022, okay? This is feeling real good to me. 10 of Materials. I'm also hearing relying on your family. This is only for those of you who feel like you do have a solid, reliable family structure that you can rely on. And it doesn't have to be blood family. It could be a good group of friends. It could be a strong work network or a strong network in general. Some of you may have like platforms and your supporters or subscribers are like really, you know, ride or die for you. They're going to help you out with whatever it is whenever you need it. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's relying on a solid group of people, or maybe even a solid person. I'm hearing maybe like 1 or 2 people that you can really know that you can like fall back on them, you can depend on them. Okay, so I'm feeling like you need to learn how to be more vulnerable, allow yourself to rely on the people who will actually be there for you, because they want to be there for you. When someone loves you, they want to be there for you, and by you kind of holding back, that can be denying them of a form of expressive love that they need to show to feel like they're actively engaged in a connection. Okay, last lesson, 7 of Inspiration. Bitch, I was literally saying you need to open up. Oh my god, like this card for me in this deck literally means opening up. Usually 7 of Wands is like defensive, right? You need to let your guard down, baby. Lessons from 2021. Learn how to let your guard down. Learn how to rely on people who have actually proven and shown that they love you and they support you and that they'll be there for you. I'm hearing for y'all that it's probably a small group of close 1 or 2 friends, or it's that you have a very tight-knit, strong, beautiful family structure. Beautiful pile 3. Okay, Let's recap these lessons. First of all, learning how to better communicate conflict through words. I'm not only hearing conflict, but I'm also learning learning how to communicate just differing opinions, or learning how to accept differing opinions, maybe not being so affected by what people think or what they say as well. Knight of Materials together with the Chariot, these two energies are giving me that you need to slow down. A bit of a slow and steady wins the race type of energy, where you're more methodical, practical, and thought out rather than spontaneous and impulsive. With the Ace of Materials here, I'm hearing that a new opportunity that you planted this year will be blossoming in 2022, or you will be presented with a number of different opportunities in 2022 that you need to be discerning about, that you need to be careful which one you pick. I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to be like giving you things. Either this is like a lot of suitors, a lot of job offers, a lot of people wanting you to like work for them or work with them or do things for them or collaborate with them. It's giving 11th house perfection year. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities that are going to be presented to you, and you just need to be discerning about which ones you pick. Like, you see all these tiny stones around here. You're this girl in the middle and you're like, which stone do I want? And then the 10 of Materials is gonna blossom. Not only that, but you need to be able to rely on those around you. Open yourself up to vulnerability, only to those who have proven that they are there for you, right? We have the Ascendant card that has just jumped out. Okay, so I feel like Ascendant outlook, your rising sign communicating, may have an air, sorry, there's so many downloads going through my mind right now, but you may have an air ascendant, okay, that is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. What else about this Ascendant card? It says worldview, mission statement, body image, aura, first impressions. I'm hearing that you're learning how to think more analytically about other people, or more objectively about other people. What about this Knight of Materials? What about the Knight of Materials, please, from my pile, please? Chiron, healing, yep. So maybe part of the reason why you need to take things slow and steady is because you're very sensitive right now. You are actually healing. Even if maybe you're not doing it actively, there's a subconscious kind of healing or a spiritual healing here that is going on without you knowing about it. So I feel like you need to take things easy. Maybe that you're healing or recovering from a physical or emotional wound, or maybe there's just like been like a lot of tiredness lately. It's like you're kind of purging some energy that's not good for you. So you need to take it easy, you need to take it slow, otherwise you're going to burn yourself out or prolong this healing. The Chariot, can you tell me more about the Chariot? Thanks. North Node, destiny. Oh my gosh. Wow. What? You are going to be following your destiny. We have a North Node and Ascendant. That's like, I'm feeling that your North Node and your Ascendant may be conjunct in your birth chart. For example, you may be a Leo rising or a Leo North Node. Anyways, North Node, destiny. Jeez. Guys, there's a lot of energy here. It's like you're going to be pursuing your destiny. You may be a North Node in Taurus, actually, because the North Nodes will be switching into Taurus this January. Taurus and Scorpio. Can you tell me more? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Materials, I mean. We have a lot of Pentacles energy here. So, because it needs to be grounded. We have quincunx. Complexity. Yep, complexity as in like You're going to have to analyze every single opportunity that's presented to you and pick the right one. It says irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts. You know, I'm getting the sense that this might be something that's actually bothersome for you, but just be careful not to make the wrong decision. Like, because if you get irritated and you feel like, okay, let me just do this impulsively and not actually take your time to make a decision, that can actually impact you negatively or really set you back. I'm hearing making a poor decision is going to set you back in the year of 2022 if you don't take your time to make the right decision. Ten of materials, tell me more about that. We have the moon, feelings. Yes, like I said, you need to open up more to your family, your people around you. We have moon energy here with the Chariot and Cancer. So be more open, like open up your heart, like tune into your feelings, tune into your emotions, and allow yourself to be vulnerable to those who care about you. Seven of Inspiration, can you tell me more? Thank you. Fourth house. Wow, that's so crazy, which is Cancer energy again. So there's something here very strong about your family that you need to connect to, or open up to your family, or get closer to the people who you feel like are your family. This is something that you will be deepening in 2022 as you open up and become more vulnerable to them. You'll really feel like you have a family, like a solid family unit, family group around you. Okay, so that's all I'm seeing for you, pile 3. I hope this whoa, can't speak. I hope this resonated for you. Thanks so much for tuning into my frequency. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Pile 4, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning into my frequency. I am so excited to have you here today. As you can see from the title of the video, we are going to be looking at what lessons you need to remember from 2021 as we go into the year 2022. Okay, let's see what's up. So what lessons do my pile 4s need to remember from 2021? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, you need to remember how to move, how to maintain momentum, how to not get stuck, or how to get unstuck if you feel stuck. So I feel like this year you may have figured out how to, or you are currently in the process of figuring out. There's this lesson of like learning to not stay stuck, learning to not feel like a victim of your surroundings or your circumstances, learning how to take something into the palm of your hand and you move it as you need to, or manipulate it as you need to. Okay, what else from my pile 4s? I think this year maybe you've had a lot of difficulty in gaining momentum or finding inspiration to do things, but the lesson here is to remember that some movement, even if it's just a little bit, is better than no movement at all. So even if you get one thing done in the year that takes you a little bit closer to your goals, that's better than not doing anything at all related to your goals. So let's see. My pile 4s, what other lessons do you need to remember? 8 of Swords, releasing anxiety. Like I was saying, learning how to take control of your circumstances, of your surroundings, learning how to take control of your narrative, of your life, of the things that you're doing, and realizing that you have the power, not your circumstances, not your surroundings, not people around you. You have the power, okay? Because usually the 8 of Swords, you know, that energy depicts someone who feels trapped, but really they do have the freedom to escape. And with it being in reverse, that's telling you that don't feel stuck, don't feel like you're not making any movement. Realize that you have the power. You can unblindfold yourself, you can untie yourself, you can walk out of this prison, perceived prison. It's not even a prison because you can literally walk away. There's no one keeping you stuck in that energy. What other lessons from our pile 4s? Lessons 2021 from our pile 4s. Thank you. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, releasing a scarcity mindset, realizing that it's better to be, that being alone is not being left out in the cold. Sometimes you're just not meant to be around people. Sometimes you have to go into that hermit mode, realizing that just because you're alone doesn't mean you're outcast or that no one is there for you or that nobody loves you. Sometimes you have to go through a period of solitude in order to really be able to connect to yourself, to figure out what it is that you want, to reorient yourself. And I feel like you also need to, like I said, release some scarcity mindsets you may have. We have the Knight of Cups here. Okay, don't be scared to follow your heart. Okay, I feel that it's very interesting here. Don't be afraid to follow your heart. I feel like for some of you, there's a bit of a focus on more of romantic things rather than financial things. And I feel like if you need to focus on what you want to grow. So if you want your money to grow, then you need to start focusing more on your money. If you want your romances or your relationship to grow, then it's fine that you're focusing, oh, the Tower. It's fine that you're focusing so much on your emotional kind of pursuits. But I feel like there's a need to balance here emotional and physical things. Maybe like balancing practical with I don't know what the opposite of practical is. I don't want to say impractical because that's not the vibe I'm getting. What are the lessons from my pile fours do they need to remember from 2021? Thank you. Justice. Like I said, maintaining balance. Isn't that crazy? I was literally talking about how there needs to be a balance between emotional and practical pursuits. And here we have the Justice card, 7th house, Libra, ruling other people. So I'm also getting a sense that you need to balance how much you give to yourself versus how much you give to other people. And again, balancing practicality and emotionality. Thank you. And then we have the Hermit. Isn't that crazy, guys? I was literally talking about the Hermit card. And it's interesting because these are mirroring themselves. This is 11 and this is 9, okay? 9, 11, I don't know. 11, 9. Those are both very powerful numbers. So I'm just getting the sense that you are meant to be going through in 2022. I feel like you might go into a hermit mode, or you're being encouraged to remember how much value there is in spending time with yourself, how much value there is in being surrounded by yourself. And I feel like that's going to help you realize just how much power you have, because I think you need to like value your time more. Given what I said with the 5 of Pentacles, I was saying that, you know, just because you're alone doesn't mean that you're left out in the cold. I feel like there are people who care about you. There are people who, you know, are there for you. But there are just some times in your life where you need to be alone, where you need to be isolated, so that you can really reorient and reconnect to yourself, reconnect to your essence, reconnect to who you are. Okay, let's recap. Lessons from 2021. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You don't have to feel stuck. You're learning how to take control of your narrative. Both these cards together. When you're learning how to reorient yourself, basically when you feel stuck, you're learning not to feel left out or feel like alone when you actually are alone. I think you're becoming more comfortable in your energy. Just this card here, you're balancing pursuing emotional pursuits and also practical pursuits, but at the same time you're balancing how much of your energy you give to others and how much of your energy you give to yourself. All right, Knight of Pentacles. Let's get some clarification. Can you tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles? Oh, Lord. I'm going to take them all just because they jumped out like that. I'm going to put them in order. I'm hearing the song, Rock of My Soul in the Bosom of Abraham. I don't know. I don't know why that just came in my head. Anyways, we have 9th house, Seeking. Gemini, the butterfly, quincunx, complexity, 8th house, intimacy. So I'll start with this 8th house, intimacy, since that's the clearest message that came out. But yeah, the things that you've been focusing right now on has been really romantic pursuits. And I think that's just, it's just being brought to your attention, right? Because it's like, if you don't want to focus on romantic pursuits, then don't focus on romantic pursuits. But I feel like some of you might want, like, let's say finances or something like that to be better, but really it's like you're putting all your energy in romantic pursuits and dating and talking to people. Maybe it's a time for you to like close your dating circle, like cut off all your little side pieces or whatever, and focus on like your business if that's what you're trying to build. So that's just a message for you. If focusing on relationships is what you want, then of course continue to pursue that. But if you want other goals, then you realize that your energy is directed elsewhere. Okay, now let's get back to this Nine of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles and the 9th house. The 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, and I think that's very fitting because Sagittarius and Gemini are very mutable energies. They are the energies that don't like to be contained. They don't want to be like trapped. They like to explore. And I think with these two cards coming out clarifying, the Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords, it's saying that you don't need to feel trapped. You have the power to be free. 9th house, Sagittarius, you have the power to travel, to have adventure, you know, to go on spiritual quests or pilgrimages, or you know, travel. You can have these things. You don't have to feel like a Knight of Pentacles that's very grounded and stuck and not moving. And with the Gemini card coming out under this 8 of Swords, like you don't have to feel trapped in your mind either. Like your mind is limitless. You can explore, you can communicate, you can be like, the words here, flexible, versatile, collaborative, brilliant, right? Like you can open up your mind and you can open up your perspective to be so much broader than it is. You don't have to feel stuck in your present reality or in your current circumstance or situation. And with quincunx here, complexity, I feel like it does bother you when you are alone, or it does bother you. There might be a bit of a scarcity mindset around relationships and friendships. I feel like it feels very difficult, or there's a bit of a wound there around being alone or not having friends around you or not having people around you. But I feel like you're definitely working on that. And I think part of that wound manifests as you focusing on like romantic pursuits and things like that, even though you may have different goals from that. But that's where this Justice card comes in, right? It's all about balance. You're going to be balancing these things out, and you can only do that by choosing to focus on yourself here with the Hermit card, going in introspection, meditation. Let's get some clarification for the Justice card. Thank you, Scorpio, the animal. So we have 8th house and Scorpio. So there's a lot here about like money, you know, mysteries, secrets, obsessions, contracts. So don't get into anything, like be careful of getting into contracts that you're not necessarily ready for, or where you don't understand all the terms, especially with that Justice card being there. You want to be very particular about things that you sign or get into in the year of 2022. With the Scorpio card, we also have transformative, intense, passionate. Yeah, this is a huge transformation that you're going through, because I feel like you have been too much in one energy, and now it's time for you to balance those two energies out. And I feel like it's going to be very tough for you guys. Not gonna cap on this one. No caparoni. Let's get some clarification for the Hermit. Last card out. Thank you. 6th house and Sagittarius. I'll take them both, right? So 6th house is about your daily routine, your craft. It says work, detail, health, well-being, diet. Maybe these are things that you're being encouraged to work on when you are in this hermit mode. You're being encouraged to really redesign your routine, to develop your routine, to create a routine that works for you. Because right now I feel like either you don't have a routine, or your routine doesn't work, either burns you out, or you're not doing enough. And so there's a lack of productivity, a lack of progress. And I feel like that's why you're being drawn to this hermit mode, so you can really reimagine your daily routine, what your life is like, and reorient that towards what goals you're trying to accomplish. We also have Sagittarius here, which I was talking about with the 9th house and the Gemini energy. That Sagittarius Gemini spectrum is all about freedom. It's all about higher knowledge. It's all about exploration, being able to communicate, explore different viewpoints, to explore different mindsets, and being able to learn more about the world around us and the people around us. So the Voyager, it says enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, adventurous, unbridled, boundless. It's all about being boundless. You know no bounds. That's why you have to kind of, I feel like, because you feel so trapped, you need to come within and realize how boundless you are within yourself before you can go out and experience the world for what it is. Because I feel like right now you either feel trapped in a certain situation or something like that, where you feel like things aren't working out for you, but it's like you need to realize that you, as you are inside your body, are boundless. So there's nothing about this physical reality that can keep you trapped. You have the ability to make those changes and manifest the life that you want, really. And yeah, I'm gonna end it at I'm gonna end it there. That's all that I'm seeing. Pile 4. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up. Let me know how you like it. Thanks so much for tuning into my frequency. I will see you in the next one. Peace.